Hey, GM, what time is it?
You see here, it's probably by this point, though no one else seems to notice just because you're sitting in a cave. You know it is roughly 10:23 in the morning.
It is 10:23 in the morning.
No.
I announced that publicly. Nobody asked.
Valaryn wakes up with a snort. What?
10:23 in the morning. I can sense the sun.
So, which one of the three people from last week want to recap what happened? What kind of shenanigans you got into?
We threatened the bullet that was trying to run away from us, and we provoked it, so it came back and attacked us, and we stayed in a magic bubble so it couldn't get to us, and we killed it. And then we were the spiders next? No, there were vampiric mists
They killed my owl.
that
And the
killed the
cave
owl.
fisher.
And the cave fisher, that's right. We went traipsing through the tunnels, and there was a cave fisher that dropped down onto Valaryn's face, and we saved her. And there were vampiric mists that we defeated.
Happened around there.
And then Calliope got stuck in spider webs, so we set them on fire. And then some dead spiders fell out of the burning spider webs, and then there was this half-elf, half-spider dude that tried to attack us. So Valaryn did this hypnotic something, and all of them were incapacitated. And so Korrac flew around on the magic carpet and sliced them into pieces while they were hypnotized.
It was pretty cool, and we all just stood there and watched.
Yep. And then we were really tired, so we camped.
I'm pretty sure you guys just made like an impromptu stomp band in the background.
Oh yeah, it was pretty amazing. Yeah, and with that, morning arrives. After taking a long rest, a well-deserved rest, you find yourself camping in a slightly charred spider cave. With this way seems to be the only way out.
As soon as Valaryn wakes up, she's going to check her scroll to see if her Speak with Dead scroll is back.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, she cast that immediately.
Okay.
Like first thing in the morning, as soon as she wakes up. She just like scrambles and pulls out a scroll and starts reading off of it.
Alright.
Lisping. I'm going to speak with Dead.
So again, as you kind of pull the scroll out of its case and you begin to read, the letters burn off of it. This time you're reading more frantic and a little quicker as you kind of know some of the words at this point. Still with this kind of strange accent and lisp. And as the words burn off the page, the actual sheet itself burns into the air. And in front of you walks the same person from before, coming this direction. No one else can see it, though he seems much more translucent and more faded.
What?
Is Mom with you?
Can we hear Valaryn talking? Is she talking out loud?
She's definitely talking out loud. Yeah.
Okay.
He kind of looks down at you.
Is she dead?
I was the first to be slain, though I can only hope that she escaped. I fear the worst.
Is Harm with you?
Why would Harm be with me?
He's fucking dead, Dad.
Wait, he wouldn't
Sorry.
be laughing. Ah. Interesting.
That's not interesting. It sucks. It's awful.
He's gonna look around at the group that can't see him, and he will say, "The Moonbow chose you, and for good reason." And his image starts to kind of flicker.
No.
And
Don't
he's
you
gonna
leave.
say, "These companions have a bright future." And he's flickering more wildly than before.
Don't you leave when I'm talking to you.
Did we see her cast
I need
the
answers.
scroll spell too?
You saw her pull the scroll out and read frantically, and it kind of burned into the air.
She did it last night too.
Yeah.
Hey, Valaryn. Who are you talking to?
As she's asking, he's walking closer to you, and he kind of puts his arm on your shoulder. You feel like a cold touch, and then he disappears.
She's just like,
I'm gonna put a hand on Calliope's shoulder and just kind of shake my head.
yeah. She's just gonna, as he's disappearing, she just shouts, "Hey, I'm not done. I'm not done with you. I deserve answers. I deserve." And she's just kind of like, there are tears on her face, but she's just like, has her jaw clenched, and she looks pissed.
Barrick's gonna let the silence sit uncomfortably for a little while, and he's gonna say, "Perhaps we should move forward." And he's gonna start gathering things.
Abe, two questions.
Yep.
We searched the chamber the night before, right? Like we investigated everything.
You did. The only thing you seemed to notice was there was this wrapped body. A lot of its items were charred, but that's where you guys found some of the interesting items that you've already scarfed up and were in the party sheet for this morning.
Okay, and then this room, there aren't any passageways except the one we came through, right? It's just it's all like a.
At first glance, there doesn't seem to be any kind of anything else other than just kind of some scarred, not scarred, but burnt spiderwebs.
Okay.
Hold up. Swift Eye, do you want that autumn cloak?
What does it do?
Oh, it's amazing.
In the party sheet, it helps you
Party.
hide.
I didn't even check the party sheet.
Oh.
So out of this. There's 2 potions of healing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you need to take one of those.
Yeah, if you want
Yeah, as I really need them.
it. Ooh.
You know what? Whatever. I'll take all the potions. I'm gonna take every single potion, and I'm gonna keep all of them, and I'm not gonna share. I'm just gonna drink them for fun.
That's
when
fair.
I feel
mean,
like it.
if I start
It looks
dying.
like that. I mean, look at it.
you can keep
Ooh, that's
potions to yourself. Out of spite.
I will.
That's nice.
cool.
Apparently,
I always said Swift Eye was a fall.
fall colors. Apparently, though, as I was writing the item, I put that you can obscure your vision by using blue spell for 1 minute.
The blue
So,
spell, yep.
I fixed that, but oddly enough, every time you cast it, you seem to turn the color blue.
I vote that
I've blew myself.
I think people that don't already have healing spells should probably take the potions. Strategically speaking.
Strategery.
Because we're going to be the ones that probably need to use them in combat more often.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I want that autumn cloak.
Like using it
I can
on
send it
other
to you.
people. Like if Calliope or Barrick
Dragon drop.
Calliope or Barrick or Frederick go down, like someone else is gonna have to pour a potion in their mouth.
Swift
take
Eye,
one.
You'll just have to remember that if and when you get to a woodland area that your AC is increased.
Really, every area we enter, you should just ask Gabe if it's a woodland area.
Yep.
Right.
And hope
Every-
I say
Do I
yes.
smell the leaves?
You smell all the leaves.
Is it
Smell so many leaves.
Is it musky?
What season is this? Is there leaf mold?
And Frederick, I'm assuming that you put on the actual armor. Like
Didn't I do that?
I just want to make sure, like, during your rest, you were actually, like, equipping that and not...
Yeah, I was a little sad to not have the gold-colored armor anymore, but I still have the gold cloak. that's cool.
Oh, that's right. You just got new armor.
He's got new armor. But let's look. What's this look like? Can I see a picture of this armor?
Yeah, it should actually be in it. If not, I'll post it in 2 seconds. I think I actually put it in the description. Oh, I totally did here.
Whoop.
Okay, that's kind of cool too.
Mossy old man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of mossy.
Little mossy.
It's got like
Well-
a grass cod piece.
While I'm gathering stuff up, I'm gonna step toward Frederick, and I'm just gonna kind of nudge him and say, "Friend, it seems that Valaryn has been a little bit distracted of late, perhaps a little distraught.
Yeah, I'm concerned as well. Do you have any ideas?
Well, I thought that maybe you could talk to her when the time is right, of course. You're sort of a hero to her. She looks up to you.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
If anybody can get the truth from her and what she's going through, perhaps it's you. And all I wish to do is help her so that she can be focused on the mission, on the goal."
No, I agree. We need to get her focused. Perhaps we should start our journey, get into a routine, and when the moment's right, I'll approach her.
I agree. Thank you.
Thank you for saying something.
I'm gonna clap my hands. All right, let's move forward.
Is Nuli alive or dead? I'm just concerned.
I brought him back.
Okay, cool.
That's an owl.
Yeah, so she casts a ritual with some incense, and after tracing the runes in the air, the familiar Fey owl appears.
I'm gonna ask Swift Eye. Do you think you can guide us out of this cave? Perhaps by a scent or something that we can't sense.
Where's the closest wall to me?
You can definitely tell just because it seems to have some sort of air movement. It's that direction.
Yes.
Oh,
where's the
sorry, that's the
closest
closest
wall to me?
Yeah, my bad. Right there, that way.
Is that the closest wall?
That's the closest true wall. You sense that there's some sort of like step up that direction.
Half wall, Fako wall.
Yeah. Roughly
Play
5
it,
feet
Go
high.
wall. I'll walk over here, and I'd like to punch it with my Masa Moon.
Or
Nice.
do that.
All right, make your attack roll.
Eric's gonna scratch his head.
Wait, that didn't roll. There we go.
Yeah. So you see her kind of cock her right hand back and just smash into the wall. It connects with a pretty intense force, and as it hits, there's this bright light that kind of immediately shines and then fades away.
I'm gonna look to Barrick and I'm gonna say, "So, friend, I'm gonna let you handle that one." The walls.
All right, I'm just gonna start walking in the direction that we need to go now.
We follow Swift Eye. This way. Eric's gonna say, kind of unsure.
Right. I'm concerned now.
Calliope just looks around and goes, right, so the only exit. Got it.
Alright, so Swift Eye. I'm gonna throw some people on this map.
New map, new map! Map.
I feel like I forgot somebody. Who did I misclick? Korrac?
Korrac.
Alright.
And Newly.
Newly.
Yeah,
You
you
guys.
left Newly
Oh,
behind.
shapoopy. Right. Bing!
Correct. He had some pretty sweet action movie lines last session. Somebody call the exterminator.
Oh, yeah.
Said while on a flying carpet.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, so this direction is the way that you came. You remember it. Those of you would remember there was some sort of opening that seemed to be scratched. And this seems to be currently the only way to go. That's also
I'm not
where
going
the,
to send.
the ghosts came from.
Let's move onward.
Let's do it.
Calliope whispers, "Watch out for the red mists. They come out of the walls. And the spiders come off the ceiling."
Kind of marching where you want. Swift Eyes in front.
Do I sense anything?
Make a
Smell fresh air,
make
or does it
a
just smell like?
let's say a
dank?
perception.
Don't
check.
worry, guys. I'm gonna bloodhound our way out of here. What did you say? An investigation?
Yeah, you can make an investigation or perception, whichever you feel would be best.
Oh,
inclined.
perception.
You're like totes. Yep, that's the
I'm
one.
not gonna choose that +3 over +16.
Right.
So Swift Eye kind of stands there a moment. She kind of tilts her head back a little bit and kind of breathes deeply in. You've seen her do this before, and kind of dodges her head back and forth until she kind of points up, and you're gonna sense that in this direction there seems to be a foul odor of undead.
Let's go that way.
Right.
I'm gonna sprint up ahead and pull my staff out behind me and go, there's undead up towards the... Which direction is that? North, south, east, or west?
You would know that to be the north.
There smells to be undead in the north. I'll look back and forth at nothing in particular, but just because I want to move my head.
Sounds like that way may be our only option. Steel yourselves, Radiant Company.
You guys also remember that Newly noticed that there seems to be some sort of cave in this direction.
Oh, okay.
That's the cave
Newly's-
marker.
Newly, for the time being, is just going to be on my shoulder, so I'm going to leave her off to the side.
That's fine. I'll just kill her. I mean, it'll be fine.
No! Step forward.
Actually,
Companion.
actually, no. I'm going to snap her out of existence
Oh,
because I can do that.
Get out of here, Newly. You're not welcome
Open
here.
my relic and cast the daylight spell.
Nice. How long does that last?
Don't remember.
Does
Well-
it attack the darkness?
It does attack the darkness.
It does. Immediately, the darkness is attacked. And... bing!
And if it's a darkness of a lesser,
Oh, shit. The darkness fought back.
how long does daylight last? Let's find the answer in the spell book.
What's that?
Oh no.
As you're looking...
1 hour.
1 hour! Awesome. Alright, so... he kind
Everyone
of...
just stops and stares at Barrick as he shouts 1 hour.
1 hour! So from your chest, you kind of flip back the cover, and it just...
That's not even big enough.
Boom! There's an immediate light source emanating from Barrick. Bing! And when it casts, there seems to be some sort of long since decaying body that's there, and up here on the wall, oh crap, oh man,
Oh no!
got the wrong thing selected.
Look out!
Oh god, no! You've been encased by the darkness. There we go. I always forget which one I need. Oh my god. Just
What's happening?
there we go. Okay. Up here on the wall seems to be something like scratched in. And there is a cave to the north.
Calliope all of a sudden, goes, "What is that? What is that? What's happening?" and runs up really fast to this thing, very excited for some reason.
Are you looking at the wall or the thing?
All of it. She's just freaking out a little bit.
All right. So all at once, a couple things happen. You are going to see.
It is now noon.
You're going to see that scratched on the wall, and you're going to notice that it seems to be some sort of humanoid. In his hand was a long since corroded great axe. His armor's been kind of charged off, but in his other hand he holds a horn.
Calliope goes, "Ugh," and she grabs it.
You now have a what looks to be a kind of resembles a battle horn, but one that you would kind of shout through, not necessarily blow.
Perhaps caution is in order with that.
Is it a megaphone? Did we just give Calliope a megaphone?
Calliope shouts through it. Check
Thanks
1,
for
2,
being
2. Check 1, 2, 3.
So you guys hear her shout from behind it, check 1, check 2, but what comes out of it is Calliope Farstrider! And from, everyone make a perception check.
Okay.
What the hell?
I fucking love this game.
Perception.
We all did real good on this really important perception check.
Yep, everyone perceives
Man, you
everything.
super important.
We're all looking.
Fine.
So you all notice that the ground starts to shake.
Oh my god.
And from the ground, oh crap! I closed it too quickly. From the ground, you start to see hands kind of crawl up and scrape out of the actual dirt itself, and you see standing behind you. As soon as I can make this happen. They're invisible. Bing, bing,
Oh my
bing.
god.
Oh no.
3 large skeletons climb out of the ground, and they look at you, Calliope, and they give you a salute, and they stand at attention. And you seem to have some sort of connection with them. And you look down at your hand, and where the where the bullhorn once was, it has faded and turned to ashes. And you now are in charge and control of 3 warrior skeletons.
Calliope looks at them and looks at her hand and goes, "Oh, maybe I should have saved it for something."
Time.
Like,
Eric's gonna look alarmed and ready to fight. What is the meaning of this?
Calliope dramatically throws the ashes in the air and says, "Bow before me, skeleton army."
There's no hesitation. They immediately bow and almost give you like a salute as they do so.
I have an idea. We could send them back to the keep to guard it.
Oh, how long do you think? You think they'll last forever?
I don't know.
Well,
I
if
could-
not, what if we have
If I could have looked at the horn, I could have identified it.
right?
Well, I didn't know it was going to disappear.
Uh-huh.
What if we either sent them to scout for us ahead, or sent them to try to bury, dig out of the cave in over there? I wonder if they can make any progress getting us out of there.
Calliope will point at the one that looks
We could pull
Smart.
a Gelbar and just throw them at traps.
and say,
Right.
"Speak, skeleton."
The skeleton is going to move its mouth, but nothing seems to happen.
Okay, so. All right.
I could teleport them back to the keep.
Well,
Oh.
not yet. I gotta test them out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Bad
Let's
things might
see.
not
Find this unsettling.
Let's see what they can do. She will point to one and say, Hubert, walk ahead of us down the tunnel. You. Felix, walk behind us down the tunnel. And you, Stefan, carry me.
Damn it! Come on.
You should have him push your floating chair.
All right. I think I renamed him. Okay. Where am I sending Felix?
Felix is bringing up the rear.
All right. So Hubert is going first.
He's guarding our behinds. Yeah, Hubert's scouting ahead, and Felix is guarding our backsides.
And Stefan is
And
going to try to
Stefan-
carry you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah. He reaches forward and he kind of awkwardly picks you up, and he's kind of holding you around your midsection, but he is ready. So, I guess this is happening right now.
So, Barrick, have you thought about forming our own party?
It has crossed my mind. Unfortunately, this is not the strangest thing I've seen.
There are some concerns, aren't there?
Calliope, your connection with I forget who you sent us had. Hubert is immediately severed.
Whoops.
Oh no! Oh Hubert, are you dead? Hubert, come back!
There is no response. You still feel a strong connection with Stefan and Felix.
Guys, I think Hubert's dead.
Hubert seems to be no more.
Oh,
Giving
guys.
these skeletons arbitrary names seems somewhat disrespectful.
Well, they can't tell me what their real names are.
It feels like you're naming like a pig before you eat it.
I'm not gonna
Thank
eat
you.
them.
I'm gonna gesture to Valaryn. Thank you.
Well, what do you want me to call them?
She says, she looks to Barrick and says, I know, right? Meat's gross. I don't know why people eat it in the first place.
Barrick's gonna slap his forehead.
Hey, was there anything else on the corpse or the wall that...
I mean, you can make a roll for it.
I'll help.
He's helping, so roll it with advantage.
Or you could let me because I have plus 11.
That's
Oops,
fine.
sorry.
Calliope
I'm not
kind of
actually
looks
laying
like
on
she's
hands. I'm just
distracted.
trying to figure this out.
Oh. Still 15. I do this as a bonus action, by the way.
As you look around, you notice
Someday
that,
that's going to matter.
you notice. There we go. You notice that scribbled on the wall.
Yep.
On
Yep,
the,
yep.
it definitely seems as you're looking at it that the last couple of words seem to be written as this man or orc or whatever he was may have died writing it. It has been quite some time since he actually wrote it. His armor, his weapons, everything seems to have faded away. You definitely uncover just from looking at his items that the bullhorn that she had used had to have had some kind of magical essence within it.
I would like to make a rubbing, take out some paper, and make a rubbing of the etchings. So.
Yeah, and it'll take you about a minute or so, but you definitely now have a rubbing of Leroy's last words.
All right, she's gonna hand that to Calliope.
Oh, thanks.
You do handwritings, right?
Yeah.
Like forgeries and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's what Harm said.
Swift
She
Eye
taps
is
her
gonna
journal.
whisper. Swift Eye is gonna whisper to Korrac, "What does it say?"
Korrac will read it off. Here lies Leroy, least-eyed chicken.
What does it mean?
Calliope's gonna pocket the paper and she's gonna say, Stefan, put me down. Felix, stay close. Hubert may be dead. And she'll kind of like pat them both on the shoulder. Stick close to me. I'll protect you.
There seems to be a vague recognition that they seem to understand and listen to you. Other than that, they just simply, Stefan lowers you down and the other two kind of follow behind.
Okay.
I really wish I had a command undead spell right now. I don't. That'll be awesome though.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. So, up until now, Korrac has been clean shaven, and everybody woke up this morning and he suddenly has a full beard.
It's a mountainous beard.
Thank you, Belt of Dwarven Kind. Valaryn's gonna point it out and say, "You're letting yourself go there, son."
Korrac will just kind of shrug. I forgot my shaving kit. It happens.
It's a massive beard. One that possibly he could braid in a day or two.
Nice. All right. Calliope will look around at everyone and say, we should be careful. I'm pretty sure something killed Hubert.
I'm going to step forward.
Yeah, we should definitely be careful, Calliope.
Alright, Berg, are you leading the way then?
Yeah, I will.
Alright, what's the marching orders? Who's going after Berg?
I'll go after
Not
Barrett.
front, not back. Not front, not back.
Backsies.
I'll go somewhere right in the middle.
Nosies.
I'll take the back next Felix.
Oh shit, I gotta put Felix on the map now.
That's right.
And stuff
I'll
all.
walk beside Swift Eye if she's still sniffing. But
How smelly are these guys?
The undead, they seem to be kind of encompassing your ability to be able to sniff out the undead in front of you. So it's really kind of throwing off your spider sense, if you will. In front of you, you guys are kind of walking through what would have been a pretty dark and intense cave, but the light that seems to be coming off of Barrack is shining insanely bright.
like it's a shirt of the sun.
Shart of the sun.
There we go. As you enter the room, it's a massive, huge room. In front seems to sit some sort of an abandoned temple of sorts. It doesn't seem to have any entrances or exits. Just seems to be, like a temple or some sort of shrine. It's a copperish golden color. Other than that, it just seems to be somewhat of a plain with some stairs. The cave is roughly 50 to 100 feet high. As you kind of step through, your footsteps echo.
I could make Newly scout around. She says reluctant. She says reluctantly.
As you say that, a couple of things kind of all happen at once.
Gee!
Yes. Yes.
Giant zombie vulture is back.
You know what happened last time we saw a giant zombie vulture? We fought that dude, and Frederick got a...
Do we still have the saddle?
I still
Frederick
have
has
the saddle.
Saddle up, boys.
the
Here comes a
Watcher.
vulture.
It's a lady in a red dress.
Dude looks like a lady.
Nana. Oh, dang, man. Too bad we didn't bring a cleric.
But here's what you notice: that right here, what looks to be the remains of both a zombie and a skeleton.
Hubert.
Now I'm gonna delete that one. It is gone.
Hubert took a zombie with him.
Took a zombie hard.
Down swinging.
Boom. Okay. And as you're entering and this light is shining through, you hear this kind of cackle from on high. It's about time. I've been waiting for 200 years. I wasn't sure what I was waiting for, but the boredom, as you can see, and she kind of puts her arms out and points at her, what you can only imagine to be her minions, has brought me great joy until this time, but tonight they feast. And everyone roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, don't punch so much stuff.
Oh boy.
Yeah, now's when you roll crappy. Love it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm really supportive of you guys. I think you're doing a great job.
I rolled okay.
Calliope fired up about what was the skeleton's name? I already forgot. Sorry.
Hubert.
Hubert.
Newly got a 4.
Alright, I will fix that in a second. Your light spell would actually illuminate everything that's in here, so
Boom. Bada boom.
there we go. Oh god. there's
What's
so
that?
many things.
Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that?
Shit, is Newly not on here? I don't have Newly on here. Hold on.
Newly got snapped out of existence.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Did you bring Newly back? I don't think so.
It's free.
At it.
Where the newly at?
It's free, yo.
Well, on your action, you can do that.
I don't think it's an action.
Fine.
Oh,
See, let me tell you.
I didn't realize that bestow curse was touch. That sucks.
All right, somewhere on here is Newly. I drug him into the thing.
Probably hiding under somebody.
Oh, I made him
Oh
red.
no, it is totally fucking an action.
Yes.
No.
Okay, Newly's gone. I mean, it'll be
Fucking
fine.
action.
It'll be good. You guys do notice one more thing because now that I'm kind of appearing this, there we go.
Damn red mist.
It'll be fine. Okay. So after she is done cackling, let's go up here. Oh, I clicked too fast. Damn it. Go back. Go back. There we go. Okay. As soon as she finishes, you see a skeleton kind of, charge forward, and then from on high, bing! You see this arrow kind of get loosed, and there's this pew, and it clatters behind you.
Do all the skeletons have bows?
Some of them do.
Okay.
You can definitely tell that this one and this one, and then these do as well.
Oh damn, Swift Eye, can you deflect missiles?
Can I deflect missiles?
I mean, you can attempt.
As your monk power. Do you have that yet?
You
Um,
do. I believe
higher
you do
level.
actually.
I have
that.
the one where I can dodge. What is that called?
Uncanny dodge?
Is that step
Or
of the
whatever it
wind?
is?
Wow.
I think it's step of the wind.
They're doing so good.
Patient defense.
Patient defense.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually you get deflect missiles.
And
And
eventually.
then you can catch them and throw them back.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
I can just take the dodge action as a bonus action on my turn.
That's pretty cool, though.
That's all I have right now. I'm not that cool. I'm like,
You're pre-moon.
yeah,
Pre-moon.
pre-moon.
Bear.
I'm a
you,
waning moon.
Bear, you
One
noticed
day I'll be
a skeleton appear to your right.
Bring it.
He attempted to swing at you and missed horribly. Wow, it's good. There's just bullets and crossbow bolts and bows being fired. There's a whole lot of clinging as they keep horribly missing. There we go. All right. Oh damn it. So Swift Eye, you take a arrow to the right shoulder. Just kind of gleams off slightly as an arrow kind of glides past you. Calliope, you are up.
Okay. Sorry, I should open the combat tracker so I can see how far people are. I'm gonna move up to here.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I do have
Um,
deflect missiles.
How?
Noise!
That's not what I wanted. How far is? Oh, that's too far. That's too far. Okay. All right, those three will have to do. I'm gonna cast Bane on those three. Let me mark off, and
Which,
I will.
Bane 'em.
I'll make.
Oh,
them
you're gonna do it? Okay.
roll.
Bane 'em. Failed. They all failed.
Did they all
They
fail?
all three failed. Yeah,
Damn.
they did. So then I
Drag that into the chat box.
drag it to the chat box. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it did it. Are they all?
Skeleton 1, Vampire Miss, and Zombie 1.
All got baned.
Zombie.
Yeah, they're just not in the combat tracker. But that's okay, because it looks like it
it's
did.
because they're... I see what's happening. I didn't
Are they
make it
invisible?
on here.
Okay, yeah, but it looks like they...
So many skeletons.
So many skeletons.
It's okay, guys. I have a plan.
There we go. I think they're all visible now.
So I can cast teleport.
Yeah,
Get us outta
because those three have Bane. Okay, so she does that. She plays a sweet riff at them and gives them Bane. And then she is going to, for her bonus action, she is going to, as she runs up and does Bane, she pats Barrick on the back and says, "You got this, dude."
Thanks.
And then she's going to give him a little butt smack and cast Bardic Inspiration.
Hey, you know how to lay on hands?
Which is now which is now a D8. So you have a
Nice.
D8 you can use. And then she is going to say, "Stefan, Felix, stick together, don't die, take out that zombie." And she's going to point towards zombie 1.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. So, Felix, where's he at?
Oh, crap.
10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna run up here, but sadly he is not close enough. And then Stefan is also gonna find. He's gonna get to about there, and he is going to charge in and attack Zombie 1. Oh yeah, I did. I mean,
Yeah.
he's Stefan.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's their turn. Swift Eye, you're up. You definitely sense there's a ton of undead near you. In fact, there's one to your immediate left.
Ambush.
Undead, you say?
Undead.
Quite.
I think it's the radiant I need, right?
Yeah, punch him with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just punch him straight to the face. Basamu.
That's a mew.
Pardon me. Which one is that guy? This guy? Skeleton 5?
Yes, Skeleton 5. It's a solid hit with a whook. You hit him square in the face. There's a spark of energy that flies off.
Hit him with some magic.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it. Parts of his face actually break away. Now he's kind of standing there, his jaw is kind of slightly disabled and hanging loosely. You feel that if he was, had teeth, they would definitely be broken out.
I'm gonna hit him again.
I'm gonna punch him again.
That didn't do anything. So, will the cold do anything?
It's the only way to find out.
Muramasa? I'm gonna hit him with the Muramasa. I'm gonna do the 1-2.
Good old 1-2.
I mean, it does do anything special.
As it hits, it kind of creates a So as it hits its face, there's an immediate disbursement of cold energy, kind of blasts into your face, and where once was his skull, there's just kind of broken bits, and he crumbles to the floor. He is definitely dead. Get out of here, skeleton! You dead. There we go.
Dead. I don't like the way he smelled.
All right. Anything else you're doing? You moving?
Yes. I'm going to jump over that guy.
Are you wearing your suits of jumping?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, you
Should be.
easily clear Felix without much of an effort.
Felix. Oh, you already have them labeled.
It's Felix.
Parkour.
The zombie in front of you is going to turn to Stefan, and he's going to try to slam him in the face. Oh, and he misses horribly. He kind of stumbles this way a little bit as he kind of runs past him. Valaryn, you're up.
Yep. I'm doing one of these. So she pulls the scroll out of her case and starts to read from it. It is Fireball.
Good.
Nice.
My friend. So she starts to cast a Fireball scroll, centering it right on the top of that thing.
It's your thing.
I don't. It's of a level I could normally cast.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's anything weird about the case of many scrolls, but if this was a normal scroll, it would just work.
All right, so you pull out your scroll, and in a tense, you're reading, and this is the first time you've read this scroll itself. But again, the words kind of read off and burn as they go. And as you kind of, where do you actually pull your magic from? Does it come out of your hand?
It's through decades of intense studying. Yeah, usually it's a mixture of words and like tracing runes and sigils in the air, that kind of thing.
Nice.
So like verbal and yeah.
So as you start to cast, the sigils start to appear, and from in front of you, you seem to conjure a man of the clergy. And he appears in a ball.
Mike's on.
And the friar comes blasting in front of you. Roll your attack.
Way to go, Valaryn. You cast a friar ball.
A friar ball? Oh wow! So I shoot a friar out of the front of this thing.
You do. Roll your attack.
Actually, it's everyone up there needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Nice. All right. So you're a giant guy. Dexterity save. Oh, it's the first one. He naturally failed, so he's gonna take full damage and the
Full
Watcher.
friar damage.
You said dexterity. 16 mega.
That is the one. Yep, that's the number.
All right.
So that's half
damage. So as you blast this friar from your inner powers, it
Do I get the skeletons?
Oh snap! I didn't realize you did it that big too. My bad.
Yeah, it's huge.
Hold on.
How big is that friar?
So big. Okay, so one of the skeletons makes it.
Okay. So as it launches forward, it begins to kind of scream, and it is roll a 8d6. Damn.
32 friar damage.
So the giant zombie gets immediately impacted with this friar. The ball itself kind of opens up, and he kind of kicks the Watcher in the face. And as it kind of careens past, it hits Zombie 3 with full force, just completely destroying it. Bones go flying everywhere. This skeleton goes careening over that way. He is definitely destroyed. Let's see here. Where is my junk?
I'm gonna have to change the name of the spell to Friar Ball.
The friar, okay.
So as it collides with this zombie vulture, it immediately 32 damage. Oh yeah. Me.
I just got it. Oh, sorry. No, I got Fireball a while ago, but the wish spell, he's using a wash spell. I got it.
Oh my god, I
Took me
never
a while.
hadn't gotten that.
Oh, I'm dying.
my God.
Oh, I'm dying. Alright, concentration.
Oh, crap.
Saving throw. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna see if this. Nope. So as the friar hits the giant zombie vulture, it collapses in on itself and is immediately destroyed, and is now laying in a heap on the floor.
Awesome.
It is destroyed in
The friar?
One friar blast. Now the friar is definitely somewhere over that way.
Is he okay? We can't just go launching clergymen at people.
We will say that Skeleton 3 is now the friar. Where is he at? Oh damn it! I'm changing the wrong one. Oh, there it is. Law of Friar. Oh, I didn't even spell that right. What is wrong with me?
It's funny.
He's the friar. There we go. Alright, so, yeah, giant giant zombie vulture is gone, along with your dreams of once saddling a zombie vulture.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
All right,
Oh,
Valaryn,
sorry,
what else
man.
you doing?
What about skeleton 7 and 8?
Oh, snap.
They
Did they roll? Seven.
made
Does
it. They
not.
take 16.
The fireball itself, having blown its load, if you will, as it careened past, does not hit any of the others.
Oh, it doesn't hit 7 or 8.
He was an exploding fryer. He was just a
Interesting.
high velocity fryer.
Still fry. They did a lot of damage.
Sure. All right. And I'm going to go. Yeah, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
Battle wizard.
Mm.
She just walks past the skeleton and gives the watcher the double birds.
From here, you can notice she seems slightly amused.
Good. She looks a little bit fried, huh?
A little fried up. Frederick, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go. Let's see. You're right there. I think that's as far as I can get. Where was I?
What?
All right, and I'm gonna use my feature, Channel Divinity, Turn Undead.
Oh shit.
The red light's muted. It's supposed to be muted.
And then I also have. There's that, and then I also have this.
The red light sometimes lies, Rachel.
So if anybody's under a half or lower, they actually just die.
Half or lower what? Hit points?
CR.
Oh, okay. What's the radius of that? 30 feet?
30 feet, yep.
30 feet. Oh, within 30 feet. So we're talking.
It's pretty big.
There we go. Okay. Centered on you?
Yep.
Alright, so.
I think I have to center it. Do I have to center it on me? I think I do, don't I? Because I'm praying, basically. So I start saying a prayer and walk up there.
30 feet from you, yes.
Yep,
So,
okay.
admitting from you, what is this? What does this look like as I look for who is about to get destroyed instantly?
Yeah, so I pull out this holy symbol and just kind of start to concentrate and just start praying as I walk up the steps and just kind of kneel, or lower my head and kneel to the ground, and then the spell does its thing.
Nice. So you immediately see that skeleton 7, 8, zombie 1, and zombie 6 are immediately destroyed. They almost seem to fade into nothingness. Dead senior here. Must make a saving throw. Alright, hold on. I got so many zombies up here. Delete. You dead. You dead too. Zombie 1, you dead. Zombie 6, you dead. You dead too. The hell is zombie 6? Oh, that's
Zombie
skeleton 6. There we go. The vampiric mist has to make a creature fails a saving throw. Wisdom. All right. Oh, he's fucking baned? You gotta be kidding me. So yeah, they immediately turn and run from you?
They just start running from me, yep.
Yeah, it's their movement speed. All right,
For
so
a minute, yep. They have to dash, actually.
oh shit! All right, let me zoom out a little bit.
I think on their turn, all they can do is use the dash action, right?
Yep. Yeah, they just dash away from me. That's all they can do.
On their turn, though.
On their turn, yep.
All right, good. The Watcher, though. Oh man, I just read this. Wisdom. All right. Bling. She just simply snarls at you and go. You might frighten my friends, but not me. And she is baring her teeth at you pretty aggressively.
Are they vampire teeth?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sitting there praying, so I don't even notice.
I said you. You. She kind of points at you. Barrick, you're up. What undead creatures seem to be in front of you seem to be obliterated by Frederick's inner peace.
And the other guys are running away, huh?
Well, they aren't destroyed, but they haven't run yet.
Skeleton 1 and Skeleton 4? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, those guys were not affected.
They were not affected. Okay.
Abe, do
I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
need to make a save against
30.
Frederick?
Your friends, Stefan and Felix,
Yeah.
make a perception check.
I just don't know if they're also afraid of Frederick or.
Make a perception check.
Perception check.
Yep.
Nice. Very perceptive.
You notice as he is praying, and this seems to be an invisible barrier, kind of sweeps backwards and blows apart the undead, and seems to have an effect on others. Both Stefan and Felix seem to be unharmed, and around them seems to be almost a bubble, very similar to the colors that you're currently wearing of blue and turquoise. They seem to be unharmed.
All right. I was worried about that.
Barrick's going to step up a step higher than Frederick, as Frederick's holding up his cross, and he's going to stare into the eyes of the Watcher, and he's going to say, "Light take you." And he's going to use his relic power.
Holy shit, okay.
So if you have established a proper divine connection, you can command a Shard of the Sun to fire 2 simultaneous searing light spells, though each must be aimed at a different target. Each beam deals 10d6 points of damage to undead. So I will fire 1 beam of light at her.
Yep.
And the other at That's skeleton over there.
Intense. Okay.
It is intense.
Roll it up. I believe that's gonna waste your not waste. Never waste. It's gonna consume most of your spells.
It uses I can either use a 3rd level spell, a 2nd and a 1st level spell, or 3 1st level spells.
Okay, there we
I'm
go.
gonna use a 2nd and a 1st.
Okay.
And damage 10d6.
Yeah. That's sexy. All right, let's see here. Where's the Watcher at?
Now, is that for both beams, or do I have to roll each beam separately?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
So from your chest, there's this immediate bright, and everyone kind of can see this because what you thought was a bright light pulsating from Barrick now is dimmed in comparison to this extreme white glow. And for the first time, the Watcher does not seem to be smiling. There is an immediate hole burned in her right side where the beam kind of shot through. Where once was a skeleton, there is nothing, not even ashes. It just seems to be obliterated in the blast. The Watcher no longer looks smiling.
I'm going to look up from praying and look at Barrick with just kind of an astonishment.
Power of the Holy!
I really hope that's what you said in character.
Power of the Holy!
It's the power of the Holy!
Alright, Barrick. Korrac, you're up.
Alright, let's see. 5, 10, 5, 30. Borrow it, just 35. Alright, I'm gonna run up to that spot and pull up my bow and fire a couple shots after and here it goes. Attacking while out of ammo.
It's alright. Oddly enough, in your hand appears a phoenix arrow that hits the vampiric mist.
and then I'll shoot it again.
Yeah. Nice. As it kind of casts through, it seems to hit a solid object as it hits. Unlike when you in the past, I guess in the last 8 hours, you notice that when others hit it, it seems to kind of dissipate. The magic when it hits a solid wall almost, dealing some pretty nice damage. The image kind of fades a little bit for a moment and then re-solidifies in its nasty vampiric form. But you definitely did some damage.
That's it for me.
He looks at you like this. All right. At the end of your turn, the Watcher is going to walk up here and use one of its legendary actions.
Legendary.
It is then going to do 2 things.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, you succeeded.
Oh, okay.
And as it's as she is slightly irritated at this point, she is now going to try to attack you.
Is Calliope the singing voice in the background?
Yes, she is. That's a solid hit.
Calliope, as this is happening, is going to. Well, no, I don't even. What's your AC, Barrick?
It is a 20 with my shield.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I was going to do cutting words, but it probably won't actually help because she is so far above your AC. Just kidding.
Just kidding. Yeah, she is going to Yeah. So at first she kind of stares at you for a while. Her eyes very piercing. You glare back with the same intense. Your eyes start to glow slightly. She almost kind of withdraws a little bit and then grabs you around the neck. You are now grappled. Grappled.
Clear off.
There it is. Grappled. And then she is going to. It's a 19 hit. I rolled the wrong thing, but a 19 hit.
Nope.
Damn. As she kind of clenches
iron
down
neck.
on your neck, she did not account for where your armor was, and kind of you hear this clink as her teeth ricochet off the armor, but you are still grappled.
Ooh, that's gonna need some serious dental work.
Swift Eye, you immediately feel a very cold embrace.
Oh.
Don't like that.
You almost seem to be surrounded by it.
Cold but friendly?
Not so much. And oh yeah, I mean, you'll be okay. All right. So a couple things all happen at once. So you start to become extremely cold, and then there is this bite sensation, and you take 13 points of damage, but your maximum hit points are now lowered by 13.
Ooh.
So keep track of that. Remember what your actual maximum hit points are, but your maximum has now been lowered by 13.
So I would be at 16 max hit points.
Yes.
Not good. And I took how much? I took how much? 13 points of damage.
Yeah, that would have come off the top, essentially. So really, your hit points just lower by that amount. So you won't be necessarily wounded that much. You'll be wounded whatever the difference is. So I think part of it absorbed.
Oh right, so that would be the 6. was
Yeah.
there.
But your total overall hit points have dropped substantially. You feel weakened and drained, and for the first time, your very muscular presence kind of slumps slightly as this red mist is swarming around you. I have to find Skeleton 1. Can't remember if Skeleton 1 is the Friar or not. I seem to have misplaced Skeleton 1. I think Skeleton 1 might actually be dead. Yep, Skeleton 1 is dead. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
2 and 4 are still on the board.
There we go. Alright, so Skeleton 2. Seeing a more
I
tastier.
have so many questions. Like, is the Friar, was he just cast into existence, or
I mean,
did we
he's
pull him
right
from
there.
somewhere? Like, did we take him from somewhere? Was he like having a peaceful prayer, and all of a sudden he became a ball of
Yeah, where did the friar?
friarness?
Maybe that's what he was praying for.
Maybe.
Wait, hold up.
Prayers answered.
So he hit 24.
He did. It was a natural 20 though, so
Oh shit! All right, how much damage? 8.
8.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, which thanks to the rock concert that Calliope did before.
Nope.
You're absorbing it anyway, so you're fine.
Yep. Coming out of my shield.
Skeleton 4, seeing his friend taking a pop shot at you, is also going to try. And with an arrow just passes by your face. You kind of toss your hair back in defiance.
Yeah, she says, "Come on, these are the best mooks you could find."
Bunch of mooks.
I mean, they were my fun. The friar is just laying there. Calliope, you're up.
Alright, Calliope's going to up. And
Yeah.
she is going to.
You're cutting out a little bit.
I don't know what's happening. Alright.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Calliope's going to move up, and she is going to say, "You got this, Swift Eye. You're looking not great, but it's cool." And I'm going to give Swift Eye a bardic inspiration. And then I'm going to yell up to the Watcher, "Hey,
You look
Wow.
stupid.
why don't vampires make good artists?
Why?
Because they only like to draw blood."
Ah!
She kind of
And-
tightens her grip on Barrick.
And she's going to cast... oh, hang on. I don't want... Oh, I have to untarget all these people. Nope. How do... Okay. She's going to cast Hideous Laughter. It never works.
Tee
During your turn, there is a slight chuckle from her presence.
What?
And then she is going to.
Legendary freaking action.
Oh, she missed. She attempts to bite again. There's a cling. And there you go. Sorry. What else were you doing?
She is going to shout, "Stefan! Felix! Take out that mist! But don't die!"
Nice.
That's it. It's my turn.
All right. Felix is going to walk up and swing wildly into the mist. He is going to... Come on. There we go. He's going to roll with disadvantage, because he is swinging basically at Swift Eye. Yeah, so he kind of hesitates for a moment and then kind of swings wildly in the air. Both Swift Eye and the mist, seeing it coming, kind of dodge out of the way. There's a slight kind of shrug from him, and then Stefan is going to try to do the same thing. Stefan, why aren't you swinging? There we go. Oh, he hit either way. All right. And then he swings. And as it connects, the mist kind of dodges slightly. It definitely seems to connect, and some of it, the rest of it seems to dissipate before the blade really connects. But he still did some damage. Swift Eye, it's your turn. You are currently surrounded by a cold mist.
I'm going to spend a key point.
Key.
And I am going to use Radiant Sunbolt, but then make 2 additional attacks.
Nice.
Wait. So it's when you use the attack action on your turn, use a special. Spend 1 key point to make 2 additional attacks with it as a bonus action. So I'm going to use the same attack 3 times.
So you're punching with a ray of light?
Yep.
Nice.
Punching right at that mist.
Are you punching quicker than a ray of light?
First one hit.
Maybe. And I'm going to hit it again. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
How do I do that? Do I just unclick my button?
Yeah, it'd be your... You roll with advantage. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Just not rolling maximum damage.
Maximum
Actually,
damage.
so you're fighting with... that's not going to be partly resisted. I will fix
Yeah,
that.
'cause her fists are magic.
Yeah, and are you
And
punching...
radiant.
Is this a beam that you're, like, pushing from you?
Yep.
Okay, make sure I understand.
It's a radiant bolt of sun.
I will make sure I fix the damage, because you're gonna do more than that. Oh!
Not with that.
All
I
right.
gave it all I had.
So it actually is looking pretty weak. I adjusted the damage. The radiant bolts kind of shoot past and through the vampiric mist, and it's barely seems to be holding its essence together. And again, as the beams kind of shoot past Felix and Stefan, they seem to just be able to avoid the radiant damage being kind of protected by the same bluish turquoise as before. All right. You can attempt to try to get out of its circle.
Do I open that up to attack of opportunity?
That's a really great question. There's one way to find out.
I'm not gonna risk it.
Valaryn, you're
I'm
up.
just gonna get it.
Valaryn's gonna step over this way, and wait, is Skeleton 4 up on a tower?
It is. It's on a raised kind of pedestal. It's been shooting down at you guys.
How raised?
About 10 feet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so she's gonna move a little bit closer, and she's going to cast Fairy Fire. Right there.
Fire.
So I'm gonna make this lady make a saving
Light her
throw.
up.
Yeah.
So it's going to use its legendary resistance, and for a moment she starts to glisten, and she just kind of pushes it off, and immediately dispels the actual spell itself.
Valaryn kind of like blows the hair out of her face in frustration, and then she says, "Hey, why don't you pick on a neck you can actually bite?" And she kind of like just pulls out a dagger. You just keep fucking up against that guy.
She is then going to attempt to bite him again.
Yep.
Yeah, now we're talking.
I'm gonna use cutting words as my reaction.
Roll it up.
She's gonna go, "Hey, that color really washes you out."
Nice.
Good one.
She has to subtract a D8 from that roll.
All right. Why don't you roll the D8? We'll leave it up to you.
Come on.
Don't screw it up.
More than 3.
Yeah. So as she's kind of clamping
Good
down,
shot. Good shot.
she looks at you, Calliope, and you can tell by her eyes she is smiling. As she chomps down for an 11 damage, and your maximum hit points are reduced.
Bite
Oh,
me.
11? That's
what?
nothing.
Reduced by what?
11.
Okay.
Man, my hideous laughter doesn't work. My cutting words don't work.
But Bane worked
Yeah.
Bane did work. That sucked.
on all three of them.
Freaking Bane every time.
Bane is so good.
All right. You do anything else, Valaryn?
Oh, so that was my thing. I forgot it was still my turn. No, I'm done.
All right. Frederick, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go try to help Barrick.
A lot has happened since you've last prayed.
I know.
There was a fireball. There was some shit.
There was some shit that went down. All right, I'm gonna attack.
I will also say that you would notice that Swift Eye looks really hurt.
I'm cool. I'm fine.
Think you're
I feel
okay?
fine.
need a healer.
I mean, she's technically at maximum hit points.
For a healer
I'm going for
to
Barrick.
the end of this bite.
All right.
Trouble here.
Oh,
I don't know why
bummer.
I rolled twice. Do I have advantage on or something?
I don't think she's Bane.
She doesn't have fairy fired.
It gave you
It
disadvantage.
It gave you disadvantage.
Oh, it gave me
says your
disadvantage.
armor non-proficiency.
I should be proficient. What's the heck?
You should be. Roll it
What's
again.
going on,
It's fine.
Well, so
Fix
drop
it, Abe. Fix it.
Fix it.
the mascot in your
Do it-
eyes.
Do it better. All right, you hit.
So it's still rolling weird with disadvantage.
I'm gonna look at that for a moment.
All right, so I hit. Okay, so then I'll do damage. It's resisting my attacks, dude.
I know why.
Why?
You're not
What's-
strong enough to wear that armor yet.
I don't have the strength.
So it's weighing you down ever so slightly, but you're quieter in it.
Oh shit!
Back.
If only I would have known. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do my second attack.
I don't think Arcana Domain gets heavy armor, actually.
I have it for some reason. It might be
Oh.
my other class.
Well,
One of the some of the
I'm proficient.
cleric
It's a
domains
strength-
get
it's a
it.
strength requirement, right?
yeah,
That's
the
the
actual armor itself requires 15 strength, and you're just shy.
All right.
Yeah, the Arcana Domain doesn't get it.
It's still pretty sweet
It's-
on you, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I got it from my other classmate that did lists or something. Well, that doesn't. I don't know. For some reason, I had proficiency in that on my thing. All right, so my unarmed strike missed.
Yeah, both
Damn
of
it.
those would have missed anyways.
All right. I
She
got
she doesn't
armor
even
on
seem
it.
to be phased by you trying to attempt to punch and stab at her.
All right, that's. I'm feeling pretty upset. It's not good.
Does being grappled have any kind of effect on spellcasting?
Asking difficult questions. No, I don't think it would. You're pulling from an
As
interview.
a bonus action, I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite.
Oh,
and I'm
it's-
going to attempt to attack her.
It doesn't have effect spells except for that one.
Ah, man. Alright. So, because I hit her, I'm going to first do my damage to her. I'm wielding the Hammer of the Forge with two hands.
Mm.
Psha! Oh! Max damage. All right,
Maximum
then she has to roll a Strength saving throw. Oh, hold on, I have to roll 2d6 damage. So she takes an additional 10 thunder damage.
Alright. And that's no matter what, or she can resist it?
She can resist it if she has resistance to it,
Oh. Thunder.
and then she needs to roll a Strength saving throw.
Alright, I added
DC
that
15.
damage. She
Oh.
is. So,
Okay.
you said it was lightning damage?
It's thunder damage.
Thunder damage. So, as it starts to kind of hit and pulsate again, she kind of pushes it off.
Okay.
And
But she's failed
dispels
her
the
strength.
thunder.
She failed her strength throw, right?
Yeah, she's going to use a legendary and not fail that.
Oh, okay.
She's still got one more left. Not that you would know
Okie
better
doke.
at all.
And then I'm gonna attack her again my second attack. Cha-cha. Missed that time, and then a third time with the Hammer of the Forge.
Hammer the Forge.
Lightness. Yeah, I missed again. Okay.
You still have
That's me.
I don't know how close you are to hitting, but you still have a D8, right, for inspiration?
Oh, you do.
Do I?
You could use it. I'll still
Yeah, you
allow
got
it.
it. The Bard of
Only
Inspiration.
D8 for my second attack here. Cha.
Oh,
That probably didn't help.
No.
And
I mean,
attack. Oh, wait.
it's very awkward. You're still kind of grappled around the back, and you're trying to just
Yeah.
swing your hammer
That's it for
around
me.
the head. It was really impressive that you hit the first time.
Yep.
Korrac, you're up. Swift Eye is looking pretty damaged, and there's still a couple archers shooting arrows at you.
All right. See, because you can split up your move between your attacks, right?
Yep.
Okay. I will. Let's see. If I just move to the other side of the vampiric mist, does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
No. I mean, it's gonna take 5, 10. Let's say it takes 15 just to get up there, because you're kind of having to dance around Swift Eye and 2 skeletons. But yeah, you can get there.
All right. I'll move behind the vampiric mist and then take a swing at it.
Yeah, right at Swift Eye. I love this. Get her in the face.
It's cool. I can take
There
it.
you go.
Fine. I don't need any health potions.
Ah, it hits. What's it look like?
So Korrac just kind of like slithers behind Swift Eye and then gets to the other side of that vampiric mist and goes, "Nothing personnel, kid," and then swipes it with the sword.
As it connects, there's kind of echoing through the cave of, and it dissipates. Swift Eye, you're no longer feeling that same cold sensation, but you are still feeling rather drained.
And then I'll finish off my move and at the other side of the Watcher. Pardon me, boys. Looks like you might need a little extra hand. And
Oh.
whiffs.
I mean, it's awkward trying to hit her without hitting Barrick. So as you're kind of swinging, you kind of hesitate halfway through, trying really hard not to hit Barrick.
Oh, actually, wait. Let me see. 'Cause I do have the lucky feat. Does that let me re-roll an attack? What is it? You can choose for attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Oh yeah, I'll do it. Okay, I'll use a luck roll to re-roll the attack.
Nice.
That's
is.
better.
So as you kind of whiff the first time, there's this sense of determination, and you swing back and connect with her back, and there's a coming from her mouth as she kind of lets go of the grip on her mouth and neck to you, Barrick. You definitely do some nice damage to her.
She's not grappling me anymore?
Oh no, she's still grappling you.
Okay.
Korrac, you do anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Couple of things are gonna happen.
She's gonna come attack me, right?
Totally. And by that, I mean no.
My unarmored neck.
Damn it. I mean, you guys are doing so good. Okay. Oh.
Bats!
Ah,
To be bats.
where'd my fireball go when I need it?
Fireball.
Fireball, right in the middle of all this.
So Korrac, again, she looks to you with that same glare that she gave Barrick. There's this moment where you can feel yourself kind of letting go, and in the back, you just hear your mantra kind of calling up from you, and you kind of push back with all your might. And again, her eyes blink, and she loses her grip on you. She screeches, and then from nowhere seems to be 7 bats that kind of fly out. And that is her turn.
Yikes.
Skeleton 2, though,
Eek.
is kind of whiff horribly. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, Skeleton 2. Skeleton 4, don't let us down.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
I would like to cast a spell.
All right, do it.
As a reaction, I would like to use shield. Actually, no. Fuck it. How much damage is he going to deal? Just deal me the damage. It's fine.
Maximum
8
damage.
All right. So 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My shield is gone,
I love everything about that.
and he started to hurt my shield from Calliope.
The friar is still laying there. Calliope, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna shout. Felix, Stefan, take care of those bats and don't die. And I'm going to move. I'm going to try to move, like kind of like dodge around the bat, so I'm not provoking attacks of op.
Okay.
But I want to get within 30 feet of these 3 because I'm going to cast Bane.
Yeah.
If I get an attack of op from a bat, it's fine. I want to get to where I can target all 3 of these guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this one right here is definitely gonna bite you.
Okay.
15.
What's my AC? My AC is 15.
Yeah, you're gonna take one piercing damage from a bite.
Ouch!
Unless you get the rabies. Roll for rabies.
Calliope yells, "I'm gonna be a vampire!"
That's cool.
And I'll take 1 damage.
Yeah, you take 1 damage.
Okay, it's fine.
Bats, man.
But they're gonna be a pain in the ass because they're gonna break her concentration, like for Bane.
Oh.
The Watcher succeeded.
succeeded.
Of course.
Didn't even have to use it. The others did not, though.
Uh-oh. It shouldn't have gone to the Watcher because she succeeded. Sorry.
Don't worry, I'll fix that.
Okay. That was my action and my movement. For my bonus action, I am going to no, I want to hang on to my inspirations to use as cutting words. That's it. That's my turn.
Oh, balls.
You're
right.
Are you
Right in my
are you,
AoE zone.
Oh, I guess you
Oh,
told them
sorry.
to,
No, it's
attack.
okay.
I told him to attack the bats and not die.
Definitely
You did.
don't.
You made that very apparent. Where is the bat? Oh, there they are. All right. Felix, where you at? Where you at, dog? Felix comes charging forward, jumps in the air, and spins, and then slices this bat and obliterates it in a wonderful movement. As he
Ozzy
kind of
Osbourne's that
lands,
bat.
he kind of fist pumps in the air, and kind of what you would imagine would be shouting, but again, nothing kind of comes from his mouth.
Uh-huh.
Does it just tear the bat's head off with its teeth?
Yeah, it
Ozzy
picks up
Osbourne
part of
style.
it and eats it.
Yep.
Stefan. Seeing how his friend did it, he attempts to try to jump and just simply misses the bat altogether. But turns to Felix and gives a high five. Swift Eye, you're up.
Okay.
Again, you're looking pretty rough.
I do. How far is that? It's like 20. I'm going to drink one of these potions
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
I might not need. I'll drink my potion of superior
Perfectly
healing.
fine. Perfectly fine.
I don't need. I'm not bragging, but I might need a potion of healing.
Yeah, you just had to open your mouth before.
I jinxed myself so bad. I played myself so good. Yeah. So I'll do the potion of superior healing.
That should be what? Is that 8d4s?
8d4. How should I roll that?
Pick up your d4 and then right click until you get 8 of them. And then drop it like it's hot.
Oh. A shikabang.
Well, that's half of it.
Yeah. 8d4 plus 8 hit points.
Yeah, so you need there you go. So it'd be you'd heal 18, but strangely enough, you feel rejuvenated, but you still feel extremely drained. You're no longer wounded, but your maximum hit points have not changed.
Darn it! I'm still gonna, like, jump right on top of the Watcher and punch her.
Alright, I will allow one punch.
That's why we call her One Punch Swift Eye.
One punch swift.
One punch swift eye. Gonna hit her with the shiny end.
Nice.
That's good.
Cool.
Yeah, so you pull the cork from the bottle and you chug it, and you smash it on the ground, and then you go jumping, using your boots of jumping, and smash her in the face. She kind of flinches a little bit, not letting go of her grip of Barrick at all, but you definitely impact with a bright, radiant damage. I will say that took your movement to jump that far and your attacks to drink your potion and the punch.
And with that, I have to leave. Unfortunately.
Like leave?
No.
Yeah, I have to go to the movies.
No spoilers.
Well, Swift Eye's dead.
I mean, I might be. I don't know. I miscalculated all my timings today, and I also have been up since 5 a.m.
Nice.
So I don't know if I'll make it through the whole
It's a
movie.
3-hour movie.
Yeah,
You've
Three
got
hours.
it. You've got it.
That's the
I'm gonna go get some coffee. But
I
gotta-
promise not to kill you on purpose.
Don't drink coffee, then you have to pee.
Okay, I can hold it. Good night, bladder. I can make it through.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Later, Swift Eye.
I'll
Good
do it.
night.
Don't let me die. Or if I die, let me die like in a really
you won't die.
victorious way, and then
won't
have
die.
Calliope write a song about me.
You won't die.
Nice.
All right,
Fine.
see you guys.
Later.
At
Val.
the end of Swift Eye's turn,
Oh.
she's going to attempt to use her bite action again. The Watcher! She's so watchful!
If she's doing necrotic damage, I am resistant. Just so you know.
It would
But
be
I don't know if that's
FYI.
or not. Okay.
She again misses. God, come on, the
Oh,
Watcher.
if she misses, can I use as my reaction a riposte as part of my training that I received from Korrac?
From Korrac. You
Yeah.
could even use your reaction yet.
Yep, so when she tries to bite, I kind of move out of the way, and then I try to smack her in the head with my hammer. Misses with her bite. And I'm going to hammer the forge. Cha.
That
Boom.
hits.
Alright, I'm going to do my regular damage here. Plus I add my superiority die, which is a 1d6. So 10 plus 11 damage.
All right. Nope. There we go.
Smack.
All right. So as you feel her attempt to bite, you kind of spin around. You are now looking in the face of evil. Her teeth are bared and as she's staring into your soul, you smash her in the back of the head, and there's a solid connection. Her eyes kind of flicker for a moment, and then they refocus. Valaryn, you're up.
Well, Valaryn was like starting to recite the runes for another fairy fire spell, but it's just way too clogged up in there. She thought about thunder waving, but then Swift Eye jumped in there.
Swift Eye's really hurt.
So I think I'm just going to have. She's going to cast. Start chanting here, and she pulls a golden wire bent into a cup that she starts lifting up into the air, and she's going to cast Levitate upon Vampire.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so she has to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 16.
DC 16.
Fuck. So she shakes that off. And that's all I do.
All right, Frederick. Frederick, you are up.
All right. I am going to cast Chilling Touch.
This music is intense.
It's really intense.
This whole time, Calliope's just been playing her. Oh, there it is.
Nice.
So what do I do again? Roll twice for damage.
It should automatically for you. Oh, that's a good hit. What kind of weapon are you using, by the way?
Using a mace. I don't think it matters for Chilling Touch though. It's a hand that comes out. It's a ghostly skeletal hand.
But what kind of damage is it?
Oh, it is.
Is it necrotic?
Yes.
Looks like necrotic.
Okay.
Necrotic.
Then its
Okay.
damage is correct.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
connects, and as you would feel the normal kind of pulsate of life flowing from your enemy, in this case, there seems to be an essence there that you're able to kind of pull some energy from, but the normal damage does not connect like you're used to.
Okay. Well, so after that kind of finishes, I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Nice.
So that will create Spiritual Weapon.
Bing!
Perfect. And you cast it. You can make a melee spell attack against a creature. Okay. So let me attack with that. Oh, they're
Oh.
sharper. Alright.
Yeah, 13 sadly would miss. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
Oh gosh, I've never pulled it out before.
Just whipping it right out.
I'm gonna say it's a hammer.
Okay. So from out of nowhere appears a magical glimmering hammer, and then it swipes at the Watcher. Unfortunately, just missing at the last moment. Frederick, you doing anything else?
I think that's all I got.
All right, Barrick. You're currently grappled.
I'm gonna cast Thunder Smite again, and I'm gonna give her the old
The old smite
two-handed
arrow.
hammer. Okay, that was one attack.
She's now laughing in your face.
Ah! What the hell? Yeah!
You are weak. Oh. As weak echoes through her mouth, you connect.
Alright, my headset just cut out. Last one hit her, right?
Yeah, last one hit. She was laughing
Okay.
at you, and now she's no longer laughing.
I'm gonna deal my damage first. Cha. And then I'm going to deal additional 2d6 for thunder damage. Cha.
Nice. We'll
Should be
add
an
that
additional
to it.
7. And then she has to roll a strength saving throw.
She's
Yes.
going to use her last. What's
Ah,
your?
damn.
Yeah, she's going to use her last one. And there's a pulse, and she kind of dissipates it from her armor.
Okay.
But yeah, that unfortunately is her last saving throw.
Okie doke. That's it for me.
Vampires, man. Korrac, you're up.
So she's currently grappling with Varric, right?
She is, yes.
Alright. First, Korrac will kind of shout at Varric, "Well done with the riposte, my pupil." And then
Saw an opening.
he's going to take a swing at her feet and try to trip her with this attack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bruh.
Oh, sorry, I didn't have her targeted.
That's alright. 14 unfortunately will not hit her.
Okay. I'll use a second luck roll to reroll that. No. There we
20 will in fact hit.
Get her.
I'll reroll the 2,
So I need to add 3 more damage.
add 3 more, and then she has to. Oh, I get to add my superiority die. Extra
Oh,
5,
Shit. Alright.
and then she has to make a strength save.
Oh, yeah.
So she is knocked prone, which
Oh.
I don't know how that works.
Let
with
me go.
grapple.
So, Dane, make just a flat strength check.
Okay.
We're gonna make this strength versus strength.
Dang it.
Oh, not 18. It's cool. Hold on. I'm just gonna have to roll it as a. It's the first one. So yeah, 21. So as she's kind of falling, she clunches tight onto you and she pulls you down with her. So she is now knocked prone, but unfortunately you are now also knocked prone.
Are we still grappled or are we just both
Oh yeah,
prone?
she is not let go.
Okay.
There's a death grip. But I will mark you both prone.
So is there going to be any difficulty in hitting her with Varric on top of her?
At this moment, it would definitely be a bit of a challenge. But they're kind of spooning on the stairs.
Stair spoon.
So would I have advantage to hit her with if she's prone, or
So they basically would cancel themselves out.
cancel each other out? Okay.
So you just roll normally.
All right. I'll just take another swing.
Though,
Oh.
there you go.
because she's prone.
Yep. So the 20 hits.
Okay.
I will allow this. Oh damn. Yeah, there's a deafening echo as she kind of screeches out into the cave, and it echoes through. The bats kind of flutter slightly, and they kind of pulsate around. She takes a pretty nice chunk. You take a pretty nice chunk out of her back, but she is still gripping quite intensely.
And finally, I'll use my action surge for
Oh,
one
shit.
last attack.
Give her the steak. Steak her.
Face the wrath of Vendragar!
Yep, that'll hit.
Does an action serve give you another action, which
Yeah,
would
you
be
should
two
get-
more attacks?
You should get 2 more attacks.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
All right. That was a reroll of the 2.
So I need to add 1 more to it. Okay. She's looking pretty rough.
Sure, yeah, and then for my last attack, I'll drop my sword, pull out my silver stake +1, and stab her with it.
Nice.
This.
Roll just your
do it.
sword.
Sword attack? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
look out.
What's it look like?
So Korrac finishes his last swing with his greatsword, and then as she screams, he just kind of lets go of the hilt, pulls the silver stake out of his pack, and says, "For Vendragar!" And with both hands, just kind of kneels down and thrusts it into her heart.
Barrick, you take 8 points of damage as the stake plunges through her and into your back slightly. Seems to find a weak point in your armor. A couple of things all happen at once. So as the stake kind of plummets in, there's this deafening screech from her lips that echoes throughout the cave again. And where the last vampire you attacked in a cave and then plunged a stake through, this one, in combination with the bright light that seems to be emanating Barrick, immediately into dust with the screech that echoes. But one by one, the cave grows silent, and the bats slowly seem to disappear from existence.
Right.
However, there is still a skeleton just hanging out. But there's 2 skeletons still hanging out. But the vampire and the bats are no more. The stake kind of clings down the stairs. And anything else?
Is the friar still chilling there too?
The friar seems to still be a ball over here.
Okay. Poor guy.
That's
I'm
it
gonna
for me.
stand up and dust myself off.
All right, let me. As you're attempting to stand up, Skeleton 2 is going to take a pop shot at fucking Bane. God damn it. Skeleton 4 is going to try to do the same thing. God! Okay, it's cool. The friar's still laying there. Calliope, it's your turn.
All right.
2 small skeletons.
I'm going to... I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on this skeleton. Say, hey, skeleton, why are you laughing so hard? 'Cause I'm tickling your funny bone.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, he failed. He failed so hard.
Bane, man.
Oh, freaking Bane.
It takes
5 points of damage?
Yeah. Hang on. Nope, that's not true. Why is there a D4 there?
From Hideous Laughter. That was from Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not doing Vicious Mockery. I did Hideous Laughter. It falls prone. It is incapacitated and unable to stand. It doesn't actually take that damage, though. Sorry, that was my Vicious Mockery
I'll take it
damage.
off. There we go.
So it's incapacitated, unable to stand.
All right. It is now kind of fallen over, kind of clenching its side. Its jaws opening up, but nothing seems to be coming out. You would imagine this is what a skeleton would laugh like.
And then she is going to move about 30 feet. She's going to move 30-ish feet and point to Skeleton 2 and say, "You're next."
Oh, you're killing me.
Do I keep getting your spell away?
You keep getting in my spell.
Just fireball her anyway. She'll learn.
And then she's going to yell, "Felix, Stefan, just hang out where you are. We've got these guys. It's cool."
All right. You doing anything else?
Nope.
So Felix starts to kind of pull a bow from his back and then shrugs and puts it away.
I don't know if they have ranged weapons.
Stefan kind of pulls out, kind of puts his hands in what you would imagine would be his pocket, kind of pulls out nothing, and then shrugs. Swift Eyes. All right, Valaryn, you're up.
So 2 is still standing.
But 4 incapacitated and pro.
She's going to Yeah, she's gonna pull out her bow, and she will draw her bow and take a shot at number 2, who's still standing.
Who does number 2 work for? Oh,
Sure,
it's
you
a
do
solid
like
hit.
Rudy's box.
Yeah. Minimum damage.
Minimum damage.
Yeah, definitely hit. As it kind of collides through its torso, it takes out several of its ribs as it kind of collides through and continues on its journey. Do anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
Frederick, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna move my weapon over here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna move
Is this name Hammer Time?
over here as well. So I'm gonna attack with the weapon. Yeah, I haven't named my weapon yet. I gotta think through this stuff. Okay, let me attack this thing.
Oh, nice.
Am I
Yeah.
good?
Yeah, that connects. That one will hit. The other one, it'll just be a normal roll. The hammer kind of smashes through, and pieces of its once was armor, you could tell, kind of smash away. Calliope, at the last moment, you kind of step aside as pieces of bone kind of clatter at you. Takes a good chunk out of its what was a poison. A poison.
And then it gets to make another wisdom saving throw.
Hell yeah, it does. Come on, Skeleton 4. Don't screw up.
Bane.
Did
Suck
make
it.
I don't think it did.
No. What's my DC?
It's definitely higher than that.
11 plus your
Yeah,
chop.
Skeleton 4 says
okay.
balls.
Yeah, no, it doesn't save.
All right. It's still definitely prone. Frederick, it's about 10 foot in the air. You just kind of have to stretch a little bit. So it'll just be a normal attack.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna magic missile since I did that weird
Oh, yeah.
thing on my advantage, so should
Give
be
him a
fine
missile.
either way.
Roll up the damage.
Magic missile. Alright, so what do I get? How many balls do I get? 3?
Balls.
Darkness.
You said 11 plus chop, but where on my character sheet would it be?
Should show up under your spells.
So I will say, you blast the first one, and it blows what's left of its skull apart. If you wanted to change directories, I will allow it.
Alright, so I have 2 more left?
Yep. Oh,
Got it.
nice.
So close.
Frederick steps up, bringing his floating hammer that crushes Skeleton 4, and he emits from his holy symbol 3 flashes of lights. And with the last impact, Skeleton 2 is obliterated and scattered throughout the parts of the actual temple itself. And with that, battle ceases.
Oh, that was it. Alright. Woo!
I'm going to bring Newly back.
I'm gonna change my armor situation since that's all sturdy.
I'm gonna stand up.
I'm going to search the vampire.
So much happening at once.
Vampire dust.
Holy shit, guys, that was a vampire.
No kidding.
Shit got real. All right, so
We just killed a vampire.
Well done, everybody.
We should rest for a minute. Yeah, let's rest for a
I'm
minute.
okay.
Korrac, thank you.
I didn't even get hurt.
Looks like that vampire likes her steaks well done.
Nice.
Wow, I'm
gonna sit down.
so wait, is it Derek and Swift Eye that have half health, or is it just Swift Eye?
Yeah, mine's reduced.
Swift Eye was pretty low.
Swift Eye's at like 16 out of 29, something like that.
yeah, it's pretty low.
So do we want to take a long rest? Do we want to try to see if we're safe? Or
You guys rest. I'll just look around a little bit.
Well, if we just do a short rest,
I cast invisibility.
If we do short rest,
Does restoration fix vampire drainage?
You can make a let's call it a religion check.
Okay.
All right, so Frederick's going to walk over to Valaryn and state, you seem excited about killing the vampire, but I couldn't help but notice this morning something seemed to be troubling you.
Oh yeah, she's like in the middle of like twiddling her fingers, and she just like, she's like, oh yeah, that was my dead dad.
Your dead dad. Can you tell me more?
I literally never met him. But apparently, when I tried to cast a spell to talk to my brother, who I actually know and who's also dead, my dad came for some reason. Because, a century's enough time, I guess.
Can you tell me what magic you've been using to communicate with the dead?
Oh, it's just this artifact level scroll case I found.
My child, where did you find this?
I bought it for 100 gold from Blinky.
Okay. Have you had anybody else look at it? Perhaps Barrick or I might be able to discern whether the magic is a healthy thing.
She kind of looks Frederick up and down a little, and she's like, I identified it. You're welcome to look at it, I guess.
Yeah, can I see that?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna kind of look over knowingly at Barrick and see if I can catch his eye.
Barrick's got like his head in his hands, and it seems to be massaging his temple and his neck.
So what can I discern from this, Abe?
What are you trying to tell?
I'm trying to sense if maybe there's any kind of evil magic that's maybe part of this.
Make a religious check.
Abe, I am going to cast Lesser Restoration on Swift Eye. I'm just going to kind of... Okay.
I'm gonna look that up in 2 seconds.
That's fine.
Yeah, as you're kind of touching the scroll, and you're kind of letting your deity kind of flow through you. Where in the past you've touched evil things and they seem to have kind of a burning sensation or kind of a demonic presence. This one does not seem to have a presence either way. Seems to be a legitimate scroll. Scroll case, I should say.
I think whoever made it was kind of a goofball, but it seems like they were legit. She shrugs.
Can I take out this scroll and is there anything different from that, or is that an all-encompassing?
So it seems to be a cylinder, and you can pull out different scrolls. They're all kind of labeled independently. So you make out things like message and mage armor and hold person. They're all very well labeled in kind of a scrawled handwriting. You can pull them out, but are you attempting to read them?
I guess glance over them and see if they look familiar or if anything looks off.
So I would say at first glance you would notice there seems to be runes scribbled on the sides, kind of some notes, but without reading it, that's about all you could get.
I guess I'll read one of them. Well, if I read it, is it activating it? Remind me how scrolls work. I would know enough about magic, right?
You would know by reading it, you would be activating the scroll.
Okay, so I don't want to necessarily do that. There's nothing else I can discern about the runes without actually activating the scroll?
No, several of them seem to be runes that you know of. Things like words like cast and magic and entune and different properties that you're used to, especially with that roll. But nothing seems to give you a bad or an evil vibe.
Tell me, child, what are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to figure out?
I was trying to talk to Harm.
For what cause?
Because I didn't get to talk to him before he died.
Yes, well, I mean, I'm concerned. I mean, talking to the dead, it's just something that shouldn't be taken lightly. Is there an answer you seek?
I'd like my scroll case back.
I meant no offense. I just, we're here. We're here to help you. Just if there's something I can do to bring you comfort, or if there's some mission that maybe you have that we could assist you with, we're a team here. We just want to know how we can help.
Awesome. You can help me get Harm back.
Yes, I see. I've lost many people who are important to me in the arena, and it's always challenging.
Yeah, I bet. I've only had one person that's important to me.
Was this harm, I assume?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, I mean, you have our support, and just, take your time, but just be sure to look forward and not just back. You have new opportunities and new friends and people who care about you here as well.
She kind of is looking down at the scroll case, and she just says, "My parents died in a fire, and he pulled me out when I was a baby. And he dropped me off in a city, and he never even told me what he was my brother, but he paid the orphanage a lot of money over the years."
He obviously cared about you, even if it was maybe not in a normal way.
He was an asshole.
I'm gonna put a hand out and touch Valaryn's shoulder to try to comfort. I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm sorry for the complexities of the situation.
It's okay. I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna talk to the Moonbow, and I'm gonna get him back.
Yeah, the Moonbow. Tell me more about that.
I guess it's some god of the elves or something. I don't know. She's supposedly really powerful. So I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, twist her arm a little bit, and she'll probably give him back.
Have you talked to the Moonbow already?
No, can you? You like do religion stuff, right? Maybe you can talk to the Moonbow for me.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, do that.
well, it's not quite that easy. Right? But, can you do us a favor?
I bet I could cast a spell.
Well, before you do that, keep us in the loop on what's going on. We're in this together, and we'll help you, and we'll help you find the Moonbow. But just, it's going to take time, and we want to make sure we do it right. And so let's just do some research first and work on this together instead of you being alone. You're not alone. We're here with you in this journey.
You're a nice old man.
Well, thank you.
I mean, I am way older than you, but you're nice.
Well, thanks, and I appreciate you cheering me on in the arena, and I appreciate all you've done for our party here, and just would ask that you would let us do something for you too, and just let us come alongside you in this process.
Okay.
Do I have your agreement?
Sure. I'm not. What? Is there? Did I do something wrong?
No. Just there's a lot of forces at work here, and we just want to make sure that everybody knows what's happening, and we also just want to help you to find what you're looking for.
Man, you all. She's not like she's not upset right now. She's mostly just like kind of dumbfounded, and she kind of like rubs her forehead and says, "You all have this way of talking, like you know how to do this whole thing." She just like waves her arms around the cavern.
Do you mean life? Do you mean adventure?
No, I mean like embrace the prophecy, be a hero. I mean, Harm was supposed to be here, but we'll get him back. I'll get him back for you.
Well, you know, these things are complicated. As you know, I've had my own struggles with prophecy and my own struggles, and I think we just need to embrace the journey and not worry so much about whether it's us or someone else or whether we're right for it, but just to try to embrace the journey and do what's right in the moment. Do you agree?
I can buy that.
That's great. Well, perhaps I can hold on to these just so we can approach this together instead of on your own. Just as a kind of a sign of us being together in this process.
Wait, hold on to the scroll case? This is Andy asking.
Yeah, hold on to the scroll case. Yeah.
I think she's gonna go for that.
Just so we can come alongside each other.
I think maybe as a sign of you trusting me not being crazy, like you guys are kind of acting like I am, maybe you'll let me keep the item I bought.
You're right. There needs to be a mutual show of respect. So yes, I will give these back, and we have your word that you will come to us first before you continue talking to the dead and other forces.
She would say... She says... She thinks about that for a second, as I'm also thinking about it. And she says, I'm not going to do anything to hurt you.
Oh, I know. You're trying to help. You've explained that, but just we all need to know what's happening, what forces are at play.
Okay.
So I have your word then.
I'm going to keep trying to talk to Harm.
Right. Will you do it when we're, will you tell us first so we're not caught off guard?
Okay. It's a little private, but...
We'll give you your space. It's just best that we know when this is happening.
This is weird.
It is. It is. It's a tough situation.
I think I've been studying magic longer than you've been alive.
That's...
But I do trust your advice, she says quickly, before, because she realizes that she says offensive things sometimes. I'm being cautious about this. I have access to maybe the most powerful magic anyone I know has ever seen. Definitely anyone in the Wizard Academy has ever seen, and I haven't used it.
What do you mean?
The way
by
I
that?
could.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? What's this magic you're talking of?
She just flicks a little tag on the scroll case that says "wish."
Oh, does Frederick know what that is, Abe?
Yeah, I
think
would
you
say
might.
with your
Yeah.
background, you would know.
Yeah.
I'm being careful.
Yeah. So certainly, before you use that as well, I would hope you would seek our guidance. I know you're very mature and you've had a lot of experience with magic, but that needs to be. I'll make
I'm smart and I'm cautious. I'm pretty sure you're being really nice by calling me mature.
Yes.
But I am cautious.
Well, I hope you just know we're in this together. I hope that's what's come across.
I get that.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me, and just know we're here for you. Don't be afraid to say something to us.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'll walk over to Barrick and just have kind of like the holy shit look on my face.
Everyone except, so it would be Barrick and Korrac. Make a perception check.
Nope.
Yep. All right. So no one is gonna notice this except for Calliope, but Calliope, the Stefan and Felix have kind of been converging on you as they've been discussing. Their mouths have been opening, kind of up and down.
Wait, they're talking to each other?
No, they seem to be talking to you.
Oh.
So their mouths keep opening up, and there seems to be the same kind of respect that's emanating from them. They both then kneel on the ground. There's a final, with their right arm, they kind of put it across their chest. There's a thump, and with the thump, they both disintegrate to the ground, and then are no more.
Who
However,
will push my chair?
with the last crumpling to the ground, there is a immediate pride and respect that you kind of swells up inside of you, and even though it is maxed, your charisma is increased by 1
Whoa.
Wait, like permanently?
permanently.
Who?
The Horn of Leroy.
Nice.
And Korrac, you were kind of investigating the corpse or ashes of the vampire while they were having discussion. How are you investigating it?
I will investigate with the cross of truth.
Nice. All right, then I don't have to. There. Boom. Those are the things that you find kind of in the rubble, along with a stake that you once wielded against, now I guess the second vampire. And those are the items. I will say that Valaryn and Calliope would also notice that there still seems to be a lump of a friar over here. It does not seem to have moved from where it now skidded to a rest.
Huh. Well, I'm definitely going to be going invisible and search entire cavern as much as I can, but I should actually go to sleep.
Nice. So I will say for the actual simplicity of it, as you search, you notice that many of the actual area itself has long since kind of caved in. There seemed to be some sort of choke point. The Watcher must have been kind of sent to protect, watch. Unfortunately, whatever knowledge was there is long since lost with her. There seems to be a very deep chasm there. Some sort of temple or shrine there, and there seems to be one exit that way. Other than that, you don't seem to notice or sense any other kind of issues or anything else around the cave itself.
What's going on with the friar?
As you kind of walk past it, you notice that interesting enough, even though the friar seemed to scream and kind of call out and it turned into a nice cannonball in midair, it seems to be, you've seen them in the past, a construct of sorts, and upon closer inspection, seems to be painted wood and dyed cloth, almost like a marionette. And it's just kind of laying there lifeless.
She just mutters, "That's creepy."
But other than that, it seems to be a decent spot to, one, stop, but also possibly take a nice rest, depending on how you guys foresee it.
Longer the better, please.
Oh, and I forgot. Barrick, you reach over to Swift Eye, and your holy symbol starts to kind of glow slightly, and the symbol of Palor itself seems to pulsate, and from you, you restore Swift Eye's hit points to normal.
Nice.
And sadly, I don't know what those were because she logged off.
29.
Right.
Oh, nice. Blip. Perfect. And she has been healed. Are you also casting that on yourself?
That was my last spell slot, so.
Oh, well, that's all right. You'll probably be okay.
Use it on my friends.
Yeah, she unfortunately needed it a lot more than you did.
Yeah. So.
What spell did that?
Lesser restoration.
Lesser restoration.
Can I cast something on? Do you still need healing, Eric?
I could use a restoration, so I'm
So
missing my hit points.
Then
I'm
if we
not
do
hurt, but if we do a long rest, I'll also come back. So
yeah,
Yeah.
or we could do a short rest and spend hit dice, and I can do my song of rest.
I'm happy to set up alarms.
just do a long rest. That'd be easiest, right?
And the bubble
Let's do that.
if we want.
You all feel pretty confident in this bubble now, seeing that it pushed back a bullet. So
Let's do the bubble long rest.
Do a long rest.
As she does this, she casts an alarm up top. She casts an alarm down bottom, and she casts the Liamin's tiny hut in the middle. And as she's finishing the ritual to make this indestructible bubble, she just glances up at Frederick and says, "Cautious."
We'll just kind of give it an acknowledging nod.
Yeah. So 2 alarms, and everyone is free to move about the bubble except for me. I have to stay inside, but everyone else can move in and out.
you are now safe to move about the cabin.
That's right.
I will drop these items in if you guys want to check them out tonight. But I
Party
think
shit.
this is probably a really good place to stop for the evening. But because Korrac was using his newfangled item, all of these items, as he's touching them, become immediately identified.
Nice.
Bing, bing.
Andy, did you say Moonbow God?
Yes.
Okay.
Goddess Sehanine Moonbow
Okay.
of the Elvish pantheon.
I'm gonna guess, Abe, that I don't know much about that.
It is not one, even without rolling, that that sounds familiar to you.
It does sound familiar.
Does not.
Actually, if
I
he's,
was gonna say I would be surprised.
she probably still has that book she borrowed about it, right?
Yeah, you would still have that.
All these books that I borrowed from the library.
Yep. Borrowing a lot of books.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you find a strange book. Seems to be a spell book.
What's a spell book? Spell book? Where's the spell book? Are there spells in it?
There's no spells in it, but Korrac is gonna, I would imagine, hand it to you and tell you that it seems to resemble that of a bag of holding.
Oh, so it's actually just a bag of holding.
It looks like a book.
It's a book of holding.
It's a book of holding, and you can transcribe spells into it.
That sounds dangerous.
Well,
Now it sounds dangerous.
yeah, now it sounds. So I would say you would know at this point that Korrac's Cross of Truth does not hide anything.
Doesn't lie. Cross truth.
Well, shit, maybe he should look at this scroll case.
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't there for that conversation.
Sure.
Metagame.
Wait, so I don't have to identify anything anymore?
I mean,
Not while he has that.
not as
No,
long as
that
he's
thing.
identifying it like
Relic power.
relic, man. Yeah, book of
One spell at a time, becoming obsolete.
Awesome. Yeah, with that, the party decides, I would imagine, to
Rest.
at least somewhat
Long rest.
take a long rest. And,
Yeah.
Long rest.
I guess you don't even have to put up watches if you didn't want to.
Nope.
I'm
Time to hit.
going to disperse the gold. I'm going to...
Get
is
the
there
go.
is there any magic you want to cast before I long rest you guys?
I'd like to try to transcribe some of the scrolls in the scroll case into my actual spellbook.
Yeah. How long does it actually take you to do that?
It takes... Well, we don't have to hold everyone else up for this, because I can deal with